Hi everyone! Tonight I'll be speaking about the Chikuhodo Takumi series, and they are known for their distinctive handles that are matte black. So both the handle and the ferrule are matte black with red lettering. Oops, let me focus that. And it says Chikuhodo by Teshu Takemori. Okay, and I also wanted to mention that the handles are quite hollow. This was pretty disappointing for me because I like my handles to have a good weight to it, like the Kokutan handles from Chikuhodo, or even the Chikuhodo regular black handles. Those have a nice weight to it, and these are really hollow, and so it feels kind of cheap. I currently own 6 out of 10 in the line. I'll talk about the other 4 in a bit. And another tidbit is that the face brushes are made out of Chikuhodo. So all of the brushes you see here are made out of Chikuhodo. When compared to Chikuhodo and Takeda Chikuhodo, the Takumi Chikuhodo is not as soft and silky, but still softer than Koyudo's, also silkier. And I'll start off with the T1 that I don't own. The T1 hairs are quite long, and so I thought that they would be too floppy and flimsy, which is why I didn't purchase it. It's a flat oval powder brush with long hair, so I think the hairs are longer than the T2 right here. And the T2 is an angled powder brush. I actually prefer my 2015 Rose Christmas set angled powder brush over this one, which is dyed Chikuhodo. So this one is Chikuhodo, and the Rose set one, they're actually different. They're on different sides. So if you can see here, the T2, which is on the right, is angled to the right, and then the Rose Christmas angled powder brush is angled to the left. They're the same softness. I did talk about these two in my goat powder brush video. So same softness. One is a little denser. I think the rose one's a little denser. It's surprising because the rose one it's dyed, and obviously dyed hair is nowhere as soft as undyed, but for some reason it's incredibly soft. And so yeah, this the T2 it's an okay brush. I would not repurchase it. And then let's go into the T3, which is this one right here. It's an extremely dense foundation brush. It's marketed as a foundation brush, but I actually do not recommend it for foundation whatsoever. Actually like cream, but definitely not liquid. I tried it for liquid, and it soaked up way too much product. I actually like to use it with Makeup Forever Travel HD powder, the loose one. So that powder, the cap is pretty small. It's like this big. So this one gets right into the cap very well. And even though it's a very densely packed brush, it won't apply powder heavily. Like, it won't give you cake face. So that's a good thing about this brush. And you can also try using it with contour. I know people who have done that, and I'm not sure if they like the finish or not, but I do like using this with travel powder. So the T4 is next, which is this one in the middle. It's a blush brush, and it's a round pom-pom shape similar to Koyomo Nadeshiko's pink blush brush. I highly recommend this brush. I love it a lot, and it applies blush beautifully. It also can be used with most blushes, but will work best with light to medium pigmented ones. So, as you can see here, round, very nice rounded shape. The hairs are a little bit longer than the Squirrel Chikuhodo RC2 from their regular series line. I forgot to do this. Buffs everything in very nicely as well. Next up, we have the T5. It's an oval-shaped tapered highlighting brush, and contrary to how it's depicted in photos, it's a flattened oval shape. So when I first looked at the T5 online, all the photos I looked at made it look like it was round. Like the ferrule was rounded, but it's actually in a flattened oval shape, as you can see here. It tapers upwards. And I don't use this for highlight. I don't actually like using it for that. It's, I prefer the Chikuhodo J5521. This one is larger than the J5521, and I would actually use this for setting under eye concealer. So stuff like this is good for powders as well. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Let's see how it works. And let me do that for the T2. I already did that in my other video. And the T3. Okay, and next up, once again, I have the T6 that I love so much. I also highly recommend this brush. I've spoken about it in 2 of my other videos, so I'm not going to go into detail, but it's a great all-over eyeshadow laydown brush. And after that, we have the T7, which I do not own anymore. That one is a flat blending eyeshadow brush, which is similar to the MAC 217. I wasn't a fan of the T7 because it wasn't soft enough for me, and it didn't apply eyeshadow that well either. Like, I don't like to use flat brushes like that for blending. I like to use it for like just applying eyeshadow or just crease work, and it didn't really work that well. And better alternative would be the Chikuhodo J5523, which is also similar, or the dupe for the MAC 217. It's the softer and better version of MAC 217, as well as the Takumi T7. So after that, we have the T8, which is the pencil brush right here. And this is the closest dupe I could find to the MAC 219. It's softer and more pointed. I did speak about this as well in my favorite eyeshadow brushes video. I think, yeah, I like it, but I do have another favorite from a Chinese brand, actually. And so that one's made out of squirrel. This one's good for just outer V placement as well. And then the last 2 are the T9, which is the eyebrow brush. I believe it's made out of water badger, and then the T10 is a lip brush. I forgot what it was made out of, but I'm not into eyebrow or like lip Fudes or Fude, so I don't go out of my way to buy those, because I've tried some like Fude eyebrow brushes and I haven't been impressed. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.